My name is Laurence Field. As part of my work at CERN, I am involved in the CRISP project, where I'm the IT and data management topic leader. I basically coordinate the work packages, or the 4 work packages that are in the IT and data management topic. The CRISP project stands for Clusters of Research Infrastructures for Synergies in Physics, and it's split into 4 research topics: accelerators, instruments and experiments, detectors, and IT and data management. In each of these areas we're looking at the synergies between the different research infrastructures that are participating in the project. I'm responsible for 4 work packages. One is common identity management, one is metadata management and data continuum, the other is high-speed data recording, and the final one is distributed data infrastructure. The common identity work package is looking at developing and deploying a single system for unique identification for the proton and neutron analytical facilities within Europe. The metadata management and data continuum work package has 2 goals. The first is looking at metadata mining for metadata catalogs, and the second is looking at how you can link from papers to the raw data. So for papers and publications, persistent identifiers already exist in terms of things like the ISBN and DOI, and what we're looking at is how do you provide persistent identifiers for data, and how can we link that to the publications. The high-speed data recording work package is looking at how to deal with the higher data rates that are coming from the latest instruments and detectors. The distributed data infrastructure work package is analysing the requirements for data management in order to identify the e-infrastructure services that we require for a common platform. So data generated from the various research infrastructures needs to be managed. So data management is a key aspect of what we're trying to do. So this covers many aspects, so data archiving, data preservation, persistent identifiers of data, data access, and also identity management. There's two ways we're trying to solve this problem, or two problems we're trying to solve. One is that all these research infrastructures already have their own solutions, bespoke solutions, and we're trying to provide common solutions for all that will work with all the research infrastructures. The other aspect is that we have new research infrastructures coming online who may have new requirements, and we have to understand how we can adapt these solutions to meet those new requirements. For example, at CERN, we make use of the worldwide LHC computing grid, which is one infrastructure. Other research infrastructures may just have a single data center, so you have everything from a single data center to a complete globally distributed infrastructure, and we're trying to find out what components of these things we can share. We're really at the initial stages, so we need to identify what are the common requirements. Once we understand the commonality between these research infrastructures, we're in a better position to actually identify those common components. Even though the research domains are significantly different, there's a lot of common problems that exist between these among these research domains. So a good example is identity management. The problem of identity management is common to all these cluster projects, and so it's something that we can work together on. Well, the problem is the same. You need to identify who is accessing your resources. So you need to do this globally, so you need to have a global way to describe a person, and then you also need to have a way to ensure that the person is who they say they are. So this is a generic problem that's not specific to any research domain. We would like to collaborate with the other ESFRI cluster projects in order to first of all identify what these common problems are we're trying to solve. The user community is research scientists, so we're trying to solve the problems for the research scientists. So the public's benefit is what comes out of science. We're trying to just make the science more efficient. At the EUDAC conference, the 4 cluster projects will come together to discuss what the common requirements are and to hopefully identify the common components that are needed for e-infrastructures. I'm involved as I'm the IT and data management topic leader for CRISP, and I'll be presenting the CRISP project to the other cluster projects. Well, I hope we get a better understanding of the challenges in the different scientific domains when it comes to e-infrastructure or the provision of e-infrastructure, and to identify these topics where we can work together. Some of the challenges aren't necessarily developing new solutions, but understanding how we can best deploy existing solutions within the community. For example, it's not just good enough to have a piece of software, you also have to have the policies that go with it in order to make use of it. So things like data policy in terms of who can access data, how long do you store it for, etc., etc. It needs to be understood, and also privacy issues are very important as well, both with identity management and also with data.